Hello, people of the internet. This is Justin, the host.
Mm.
My friend here, Seba the Great, as he would like to be called. Seba the
Seba,
Great.
Seabass. I've gone by many names. Even at Papa
Seba,
Gino's,
you've had Papa.
some people call me Timothy.
Who came up with? Wait, hold on. But wait, Tim. That seems like an Is that like just someone's like, hey, you seem like a Timothy dude, and you're like, all right, righteous. I'm a Timothy dude. Let's get it,
No,
brah.
literally, one of my days working there, first days. John Burns, funny last name Burns. He smokes a lot. Kind of ironic, but he's 34 years old. He's a delivery driver. I was in the back, driving, getting some stuff. He just walks up to me and he goes, "You're Timothy, right?"
You're
And I'm
Timothy,
like,
classic.
and I'm
It's
like, and I go, in an alternate
in an
universe, he just
alternate
started dying
universe.
laughing,
That's funny.
and he
Dude,
just
it's
started calling me
classic.
that from now on.
Pull the alternate universe reality. Am I right? Yeah. So
The alternate dimension,
you're
there may be
like
a Timothy.
it's like one plus one is three is in another dimension. That'd be pretty neat. If you think about it, right? I mean, like I don't know, if like the way we evolved to these like we've kind of like created math to like explain things around us, right? So like no matter unless it was like a completely different dimension with different physics and everything, then wouldn't everything work very much the way it does today? You know?
What do you think? Does math create physics, then physics chemistry, or is it physics math? What
Because
proves what?
I mean math kind of at its core, math kind of mirrors what is found in nature. So it mirrors you essentially any idea you can think out, you can explain with math, which is kind of interesting. But I
What?
always thought that's weird.
No.
Because I mean, like, oh,
Hold
if you
up.
want,
There was that one thing, and I remember watching a Vsauce video where they had like a chocolate bar, and then if you cut it a certain way, and you remove one piece, and you put it all back together, you have a chocolate bar and then one piece, and then math was like that works.
classic,
So it's like
classic.
you create infinite stuff. Like,
Yeah, I mean, well, hold on. There was
make any sense?
there was set theory, right? Where like, there was this whole idea of like what contains another. Anyways, that's not really important. I think the important issue today is that you decided to mix beer with your protein shake, which is still concerning me to some degree.
You know what? The one concern it might be, it could kill me. I don't know if it kills you. I'm
I
sure it doesn't.
I mean, I know drinking energy drinks mixed
It
with
tastes pretty good.
alcohols, it tastes good, really? That is
Dude,
so
it's milk chocolate whey protein standard
with
mixed with a German Pilsner
German
or Pilsner.
Pissner. I mean, I don't know, pretty solid.
If if it's imported, it's foreign. It mixes with other stuff. You know what I mean? It's the melting pot. I'm just melting it all together here in America.
Classic, classic. It's melting all
What do you
together. I
think the
feel like
Pilgrims did?
I
They
think
get jacked.
I
They
think
they
they're probably shat in each other's
they
mouths and then slapped into each other for sinning against Jesus to feed themselves. Realist, that's
the
what I think.
lumberjacks.
Yeah, like
They hunted a deer and they just poured some beer on it and they're like protein shake.
they hunted a deer, and this is how the protein. This is your interpretation of how the protein shake was born. So
Dude, it's not interpretation when it's fact.
before they had blenders or smoothies or anything, you're just like so these guys essentially chopped up this deer until it was liquid.
Oh, they punched it.
Do you know how long it would take to do with an axe? That would take
No, they would punch it. Dude, we
they'd
all played
punch it.
Minecraft. You punch it and it breaks up, and then
They'd
you put it in
punch
your
it,
inventory.
but in Minecraft it just turns back into this would be liquefied, and it'd be a meat alcohol smoothie. Ugh, I don't know. I don't know how. I mean, like I feel like you just be better off making sausage at that point. You know,
What if you're a little dehydrated? You know,
if I dehydrated the sausage. Wait, no,
if you're no, if you're dehydrated, you got to get a little liquid. If
but
you got
I
more
mean
time,
it
you can get
feels
hunt
good,
the next deer for your next
but
protein shake.
alcohol actually dehydrates you. So the more beer you drink, the quicker you'll die. Which I mean, it's alcohol, but they're just gonna release it anyways. But I don't
Well,
know.
you are what you eat, so that's why you got to eat more liver. You know what I mean? So you get more back.
Wow, that is some profound words coming from my co-host. It's kind of like the notion that
Quote me
if
on
you're
that.
homeless, just buy a home. It's along the same school of thought as that. The great man has
Dude, I
said,
don't.
if you want to counteract the effects of alcoholism,
Dude,
just proceed to eat
all I
mass
know
amounts
is
of liver.
okay. Let me tell you something. Home is where the heart is. So if homeless people don't have a heart, then they don't have a home. So I mean, it all makes sense now when you think about it. They're homeless because they don't got a heart. You know, they just do a bunch of they don't get
Yeah,
that.
it's probably the fact that they're dying of drug addiction and all sorts of diseases that you contract from having no home. I feel like
Exactly. You
that
know what
could
I
be a
mean?
major contributing factor. Do you feel
My
me?
theory, my theory is you just need to get them some red boots. They just click it 3 times, they'll get back home.
Yes. So, do you know how much
Yes, what a great
how
reference.
much money those like teleporting boots would cost? You could probably like Dorothy's teleporting boots. Like, I mean, first of all, who the hell would believe you if you sold that at an auction? Like, here, I've got
Oh,
some magical boots over here. Do I see $1 million for the bottom bid? Anybody?
dude, I'm not. I'm not selling it to them. I'm asking them for the cardboard sign. Be like, you gotta give me something. I'll give you something in return.
You're asking them. That's a very bad trait. You know, like, but if they say take me to home and it takes them to some island in the middle of freaking nowhere in the middle of winter, then you just kind of screwed a
You know
homeless
what,
person over, and now you're down a pair of teleporting boots. I mean, what's wrong with you? You just
dude?
gave
It's the
away
path
one
to
of the most
righteousness.
but you just gave away one of the most powerful artifacts of your lifetime. And you went to make a. I mean, you just feel awful about it. You went to a homeless person and you traded them priceless magical boots for their sign that says, I am a veteran. I am poor. I am homeless. That is a bad trick. I don't know. I'm no businessman here. Uh, but
No, hold up a second.
I feel like
I took microeconomics,
yeah,
and you know when you look into it, what makes up cardboard?
uh,
Carbon. You know what I mean? It's in the
yeah,
name. Carbon makes up life. So I'm
yes.
essentially getting the power to build life by
Uh,
making that trade.
So, but wait, but you just gave a pair of boots that allowed you to play God and be different places at the blink of an eye, and you gave up those boots for
Well,
a piece of cardboard.
those boots only let you go where the home is. Keep in mind, it was a trick. That guy, the home is
Oh,
where the heart is. So if he doesn't have a heart, he's not going anywhere. I just got cardboard. You know what I mean?
so if he closes his eyes and says, "Take me home" or whatever, and they ends up in like an organ
He's
donor
gonna pe-
center, and there's just a bunch of hearts
he's
everywhere. He's like, ah.
he's gonna appear in that cardboard box that I got in my back car. You know what I
He's
mean?
gonna
His
appear in
home
the.
that I actually took.
So you just so you just stored up like you
The
just
rich
in
ones, you know.
you've stored the rich homeless people. Let me get this straight. You believe there are rich homeless people in this world.
Yeah,
That
the
is
ones that can afford to build a cardboard fort.
that is a new wow. Okay. The ones who can afford to they get this stuff out of the trash. It's not
Dude,
the
they got to be resourceful. You know what I
It's
mean?
not like they go to the homeless Home Depot or like, hey Ernie, can I get two by four cardboard boxes? You feeling? Oh yeah, your
Dude, what are
usual
you talking about?
Robert. Sure, yeah, okay. the
Wait, what do
homeless,
homeless shelters
the
do?
homeless
I
Home
thought like they go
Depot.
there to get building supplies.
Yes, that's totally why they go there, not because they are so desperately in need of shelter during awful winter months. But
I
I
think they go
saw
to the Home Depot.
the
You know
home
what I mean?
depot. Yes, it's
They go to the Home
the
Depot.
homemade depot. That's what they should call it. It's
Depot,
fun.
you know, that's Spanish for something. They go to
Uh
Depot.
that's I mean the homemade depot. Yeah, I mean it's so sorry. That's hard to wrap my mind around. I don't
Straight
know.
from the Pope.
I
He
have this
distributes it.
condition where I can't quite wrap my mind around anything intelligent. So you
Oh,
feel
thank you.
me?
You're calling me intelligent by saying these ideas.
Yeah. I mean, I think they're intelligent. I think
As
they
long
said
as you don't question it, then it's genius.
that's that's a pretty dangerous mindset to have. I'm not gonna lie. That's
What do you think?
that's
What do you think Kim Jong Un is doing?
um I don't know. I'm
Um,
kind of skeptical of the whole thing. I mean, I don't know. It's crazy, but they're making a lot of threats. I mean, so hear me out. I wouldn't actually vouch for that, but just to see what happens, bomb them off the face of the planet. So that's got to be taken out of context. Like just I want to see what would happen just in a hypothetical universe if we just wiped a country off the face of planet Earth. Just
are you saying
evap.
like nuclear holocaust or like it
Yeah,
gets
I'm just like,
it's gone in its ocean?
so the idea, what I mean by gone off the face of the Earth is that we bombed it and then we bombed the remains. That's what I mean.
Like nukes? Like can
Yeah,
you still live there?
yeah, like no, beyond livability. If we drop two nukes on Japan, let's just drop all of our nukes on a random nation.
What are you talking about? We don't have nukes. Wink, wink.
Yeah, we of course. Yeah, okay, sure. Who are you, Kim Jong Un? Anyways,
I don't
but
have a nuke in my back pocket. Saddam Hussein.
I don't have those. Wow, that's really good to know because for a second there, I thought you had a nuke in your back pocket. I was like, oh man, just about this entire conversation, I was like, oh man, Sebastian has a nuke in his pocket. I better walk it. I
Yeah,
better watch out.
just like Israel, you just gotta trust them by their word. Trust me by my word.
Yeah, let me. Yeah, I'll take every great dictator ever by their word. It sounds like a pretty solid idea.
I mean, the people took them by their word.
I look where that got them.
Dude, if you're living in the country, you're successful. They're telling you you're successful. You gotta believe it. It's all about that
Well,
psychology,
yeah, and
man.
then
If you,
then they
it's placebo.
then they tell you suck and your life is screwed. So
Oh,
that's my rendition of what happened in World War II, anyways.
we're winning the war. Just
We're-
send us more troops and everything. Then they're like halfway in the country, killing everyone.
exactly. Oh yeah, yeah. We're
We
winning the war.
never we
Just
never retreat.
yeah, we never. That's a great policy. Oh man. Anyways, well, I believe you said you wanted to end this at 10 minutes, and we've reached a grand total of 12 minutes and 42 seconds. So, would you like to sign out for the time being?
Yeah, I gotta watch anime with my brother.
Uh,
He wants to continue watching Black Clover.
a most noble of professions, the anime. Okay.
Dude, there's such a stigma against people that watch anime. Like they think they're like some people, crusty fucking Asians or whatever. So I'm just like,
Anime is a fine piece of cinema. Anime is one of life's true pleasures. I love it.
it's like you're saying Rick and Morty's for idiots. It's for geniuses.
Oh yeah, totally.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I'm not knocking it.
See, here's the thing,
Even
in the
even if it's a cartoon, it has good stories.
yeah, you
Every
know,
anime has like morals behind it that you like live by.
I mean, I suppose you're right. I mean, like, well, I don't know. That's kind of like almost, I don't know. It's important to have for any story to have some set of code that drives it. Maybe not morals, but a code that drives it. You know?
And if I'm gonna end it, I want to end it with a quote from Captain Fueglon, which is from Black Clover that we're watching. He said something that was really good. He goes, "Being weak is nothing to be ashamed, but staying weak is."
Ooh, that's clever. So it's kind of the idea of you aren't what
No,
defines you,
yeah,
but what you make yourself of you. That's kind of cool. All right. Wow,
that's it.
this has been a fascinating and enduring conversation where we
Mm-hmm.
have
Mm-hmm.
discussed homeless people, more homeless people, homeless Home Depot,
Dictators, dictators.
dictators blowing a country off the face of the planet, and other productive topics. If there's something you'd like us to talk about, please let us know in the comments below. Otherwise, have a good
You
day.
name anything, I'll talk about it.
Is there anything you'd like to say, co-host, as we cough sign off? Hint hint.
Cough, cough. I'm getting sick. I gotta go.
Okay, fairly well. All right, see you
Have a good
guys.
one.
Bye. That's good.